your chest.
Put the gun down before you kill someone.
Teenage Girl's Diary.
Hello and welcome to another Dollar Store Drive-In. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm Joel.
And we're the Newlydeads.
I wasn't ready.
No. And if you haven't guessed it by the beautiful red and green lights that we've got going on back here and the little Christmas tree and the little nutcracker, that it's December.
And you can kind of see the Christmas tree here. Not really. Maybe a little.
It's Creepmas. I mean, today's not actually Creepmas,
No.
but
It's getting close, though.
yeah, it is December 1st for us, but probably mid-December
like a week
for
to
you.
Christmas for you guys.
Yes, so
And us by the time
you
we
will
see it.
see Christmas lights probably well into January, because that's how we roll in this mug. Anyways, if this is your first time watching us, this is a half-hour show where we discuss a movie that we've watched. The qualifications for that movie are it has to be under $5. So generally we find these at the Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Goodwill, side of the road. Sometimes people hand us movies. Sometimes people send us movies through the interwebs. All sorts of different places. But as long as it's under $5.
Yep. And typically something that's genre film, such as horror, thriller, sci-fi, something in between.
Yes.
And something we've not seen before.
Yes.
Because we've seen it before. Why do we want to talk about it?
Exactly. So this week, Joel randomized the numbers like he does every single week, and he chose the Barge People.
I didn't know barges were such a big thing until I saw this movie.
Barges everywhere. Well, barges are a thing, I think, in other countries.
Apparently.
Right.
It's like a caravan or wearing a jumper.
Yes, the
you know,
British
it's
countryside.
just a word we're not used to hearing a lot of over here. Unless you're talking about like a tugboat or that kind of barge, you know?
Or like a houseboat.
Right.
That's really what they were talking about, I think, when they were talking about
But they're
barges.
long and skinny.
Yeah.
Like an RV on
the water.
I was going to say on wheels, but that would be redundant. Or if you're barging in somewhere. There's going to be a lot of barge talk, so get ready. It's going to lose its meaning by the time this is over.
Yeah. Barge-tastic.
Barge.
Lots of barging.
Large barge.
Yeah, I kept saying large barge, sent you.
So, oh yeah, this is the part where you tell us about the storyline?
Yeah.
Oh wait, if it's 6:30 Central Standard Time on Wednesday, there's a possibility you may still be finding us in the YouTube channel for Tingler Television. But if we're not there or the show isn't on there, which it should still be, go to tinglertelevision.com, and there is a section there where you can find out more about how to watch the shows. And there should be a link or a something there that points you in the right direction. You can also go to our Facebook channel, or our Facebook page for the Newlydeads, and I'll make sure and always update that as far as where you can find us. And also, if there's a chat available, you can chat with us in there. We typically try to be there every Wednesday at 6:30 Central Standard Time to talk to you about the episode. And if you watch the previous episode, you know what we're going to watch. You can watch it. You can talk about it. We can talk about anything else, barges, food,
Creepmas.
Yeah.
What is your Creepmas traditions? Do you celebrate Christmas? Do you celebrate Yule? Do you celebrate Hanukkah?
What are you wearing? You know, all the usual questions.
You know. Kwanzaa?
Huh?
Whatever. We kind of celebrate a combination of Yule and Christmas.
Mm-hmm. And Creepmas.
Well, Creepmas is a given.
I mean, yeah. Creepmas, Christmas, Yule. Those three
Main things.
seem to be the thing.
The theme.
The thing.
Yes. But we're here to talk about this movie, The Barge People. Okay, so a group of friends sets off for a relaxing weekend away from the canals, or away on the canal. I can't talk. Canals of the glorious British countryside, unaware of the flesh-eating mutants lurking in the water, ready and waiting to feed. The Barge People is a highly entertaining and satisfying gory horror film from Starburst magazine.
Do you take your reviews from a magazine that is about candy?
Starburst.
We do, apparently.
Satisfyingly gory.
I mean, there's a
Starburst
lot of
magazine.
I mean, there's a lot of like spraying of wet things everywhere.
A pure adrenaline ride. Entertainmentfocus.com. Wait, entertainment focus. No, entertainment-focus.com.
Look it up, kids. See if it's a real thing.
I don't think it is.
I'll maybe check it out and put a little thing about it here. But we'll find out. Maybe, I don't know. We've got thoughts on this
We
film.
watched several of these RLJE films.
Yeah, they're kind of like IT and distribution, or Uncorked or Wild Eye Releasing. They do a lot of kind of low budget direct to video Dollar Tree kind of films.
Yeah.
So speaking of which, I just went to the Dollar Tree this last week and
Scored a
up,
bunch of fun things.
a bunch of movies to add to the watch list, and a couple things for you guys out there for future things. Anyway, what were you gonna say, sorry?
I don't remember.
Something about RJL releasing? RJLE?
That's it.
Okay.
All right. So, to get you in the mood for the Barge People,
Ooh.
I think you should watch the trailer.
Bailey just went, what? You talking to me?
Both dogs are like,
Are you talking to me?
and they're like taking naps. So, yeah, we've got dogs. If this is your first time watching, this is our house.
Yes. We have 2 dogs
We're
and a
not in
fish.
a studio.
And a lot of spiders and a couple of
Spiders.
teenagers-ish. Teen
Well,
and
no,
20
adults.
teenagers. Adults, we'll just say other adults somehow.
Young adults.
Anyway, so where is it?
You want me to whistle for it again?
I don't know where it is, though. Where's it coming from?
I don't know.
Oh, you're leaving that up to me? Oh, she's trying to be nice to me today. Okay,
There it is.
the trailer.
We'll be right back.
So here we are, on a barge for one crazy weekend of fun and laughter.
Oh, I missed you.
Oh, I love the air out here. Makes me feel so alive.
Steered one of these beauties before, have you?
Yeah.
Well, any trouble, give me a call.
Trouble? It's going to be a great weekend. I can feel it.
I'd get in your barge and go back the way you came if I was you.
And we're back.
I have to cut that out.
I do that to him all the time. I just like push play and then he's like, ooh. What'd you think of the trailer? Did you like it? Did Joel mess around with it?
I never know
Probably.
until I actually watch the trailer,
Probably.
but we'll see. Depends
Yeah.
on the trailer. Sometimes I can't bring myself to do it.
Yeah. All right, what you got? He's got some stats on this movie. Pull out
Oh.
your sheet.
All right. So I take notes, and sometimes I draw pictures, and someday maybe you guys will see that. I talk about that all the time.
What'd
It
you
hasn't
draw?
happened yet. She's trying to get me to jump the gun here.
What is that? A barge
that?
person? Oh, you drew a barge.
Before I knew what the barge people look like, really.
I mean, you're pretty close.
And then a robot and a bell, because they were talking about the bells or something. I don't know, there's some sort of bell comment in there.
Yeah.
And there's, my robot, but I blew him up because I liked the way he looked. So I made him bigger. Because I like to draw robots.
It is a thing for him.
Yeah, I have a whole coloring book of robots. We'll see it someday. Someday. So this is from 2018. Currently sitting at 4.2 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database. It is directed by Charles Steeds.
Like horses?
It's actually Charlie Steeds. Yeah, like, well, I don't know, Steeds? Is that right? For, like, steed? Is this
Sure.
steed? I thought it was ST. I don't know. I'll put it here if I remember to look it up. He is known for Dead Man Apocalypse. Because that's what you want in an apocalypse, is a dead man. Escape from Cannibal Farm.
That sounds fun.
Sounds like something we would watch. And Death Ranch.
And Barge People.
And Barge People. Death Ranch is not what we eat. We eat just regular ranch. Death Ranch is a little too spicy for me. Like milk is too spicy for me, so.
That's true.
This is written by Christopher Lombard, who is known for The Barge People, and some short films.
So just the Bard.
I don't know.
A Bard. I
Just
said
the Bard. I don't
The
think
Barge.
Christopher's maybe going to be writing anything much else, but we'll see. We'll get to that. So this stars one Mark McCurdy, who is known for Electric Man. Sounds like a superhero movie. Vampire Virus, which I thought vampirism was like a... I mean, is it a virus?
Yeah.
Kind of.
It affects your blood.
You got to be bitten to get turned
Mhm.
and either die or you become a vampire. Or...
There's many movies that kind of hint around to it that it's a virus.
And a werewolf in England, not to be confused with an American werewolf in London. It's kind of like the flip of that, but it's a werewolf in England.
But it's still in England.
It's still in England, yeah.
So it's not really a flip of that.
Right, but instead of
just
an
no-
American
There's
werewolf
just no American.
in London, it's a werewolf in England that we don't know where they're from. They may be from England, or they may be from
France?
France. Who knows? You'd have to watch the movie.
China?
This also has Kate Speak, which in the film she has like a three name thing.
Davies.
Kate Davies Speak. But in the Internet Movie Database, she's just known as Kate Speak. She is known for, I thought this was funny, Dead House, Dead Love, and a short film called Dead Air. That's dead.
Seriously?
I don't think they're related. I think that she just happened to be into a bunch of things that have the word dead in them.
She's like...
Again, with
And then when the Barge People came around, she's like, thank God.
it used to be known as the Dead Barge People, but she made them change it. And she was also in a film called Kaleidoscope Man, which I had to put in there just because I thought it was a fun name for a movie. Sounds like a bad 80s movie, or They Might Be Giants sequel song. If you know, you know.
Kaleidoscope Man, kaleidoscope.
She knows. That's why I married her.
Kaleidoscope can.
All right. So at this point in the discussion, my lovely wife turns to me and says,
What'd you think?
and I'm like, all right, show's over. Let's go home.
You do that a lot.
What?
You just like, show's over.
I mean,
You wrote a lot of notes.
I did. I think I wrote maybe the most notes I've ever written, or close, because I had to go into a separate section to write more because I ran out of space, and instead of drawing more pictures, I did that. Well, let's put it this way. It wasn't... What's the worst one on our list right now? What beat out Dead Sea, finally?
I don't remember. It's that bad.
I'm trying to remember what it was now.
Anyways. What
It's
about
not Dead Sea, which I always make Dead Sea pop out and say hello whenever we get to that. But it's not as bad as whatever that movie was that all of a sudden we're both drawing a blank on. Hopefully one of us will remember before the end of the thing, otherwise I'll have to
I'm
dig it
trying.
up. But it was not good. Let's put it that way. It starts out with 4 people being dead in the first 5 minutes, which you're like, okay, I see where we're going. Has a 70s/80s kind of style intro. Felt very kind of like they were going for a
Grindhousey.
kind of thing with the logo and everything. And then soon after that, we realized that it was just a smidge above shot on video. It was a video. It was shot on video, but it wasn't like a low budget VHS looking shot on video. It was like a higher quality. But it was definitely not professional.
Yeah.
And I wrote in quotes here, "You've been barge peopled," because that's what we would say whenever somebody would be killed by a barge person, that they were being barge peopled. Mm-hmm. And we're not, this isn't like a derogatory thing about people that live on barges, because, hey man, if that's what you want to do, more power to you.
Yeah, because like there was like people who are not
Just normal
creatures
Yeah.
that lived on the barges, and I was like, well, it's like a houseboat. It's like
Yeah.
a normal thing.
Exactly.
But
So,
then like but then I don't know,
it sounds derogatory, but the barge people in the film are like
like
amphibian mutants
Yeah.
or something. And they don't actually live on barges, which is the thing that I found kind of weird. They live in like a warehouse next to the
barges.
where the barges are, right?
So it's like, why? So who's the barge people?
Is it the what'd they call them? The monkeys. They said something. They called them some sort of monkey, and it was like calling them a meth head.
It started with an S.
Oh, see, we are dropping the ball.
I thought you
this
wrote it
morning.
down.
I thought I did too, and I'm looking at my notes here to see if I could find
And you
it.
even looked it up.
I did look it up, but on my it might still be in my search, but
Tweaker monkey or something, or like it wasn't monkey.
it was monkey.
Was it a monkey?
Yeah, it was some sort of monkey. This is good show right here, folks. Sorry.
It's early.
But yeah, it's strange because they're known as barge people, but they don't live on a barge. They live close to barges.
They attack people who are on barges, but I think they're the barge people.
I think that's the idea. But what's strange though is that one of the main people in the film is a trio that live on a barge that are on the same strip where the main characters are, that interact with them and they become kind of another antagonist. But they don't have any sort of run-in with the barge people until the outliers show up. Till these people that are on their little vacation show up, and then they're like, for some reason now they're food for the barge people. I don't understand why that is the case, unless they were traveling and they just happened to stop at the same time. It's never really clarified. The cinematography was interesting because they tended to do a lot of day shots and they didn't account for the sunlight, and so there's a lot of stuff that's really washed out and kind of hard to see what the hell was going on.
Yeah, and you could see like light coming through the windows, but it's supposed to be night.
Yeah, they were doing some day for night stuff going on, but they weren't doing a good job of kind of
Paying attention to the lighting. Lighting is key.
I also said what's with all the barges, but we already talked about that. And that the word
What's the deal with all the barges?
the word barge lost its meaning by the end of it because we just like saying that. There was a bar that was located on the waterfront, so I called it the barge. And about that time, and she made the large barge reference. It was about the time that the barge showed up that my wife did something. What did you do?
I fell asleep.
So for those of you who watch this show with any regularity at all, even if you've only seen it a couple times, you know that if she falls asleep, that's a bad sign.
I wasn't really into it.
Yeah, she tried.
I am a sleepy person, but
She did wake up towards the last third
I always
of it.
do one of these, and then I'm like, I'm awake. I'm awake. I've been awake. I know what's happening.
So she popped up at one point and she said, "Barge people are dicks," and she's right. They are.
The barge people are dicks.
Yeah, that's what she said, and I wrote it down, and I'm like, we don't usually like any sort of cursing on this show for whatever reason. We try to keep it, even though there's cursing in the trailers and blood and guts.
I
and
feel
gore.
like dicks isn't that bad.
But that's not. Yeah,
it's a sporting
all
goods
named,
store.
right? They were all named Richard.
Yeah.
But they really are, and I wonder why they're so hungry. Like the entire time they're interacting with anybody else.
He said that he enjoys
They're eating people.
eating while they're alive to feel their fear.
Yeah, but like they just burst in and just start chowing on everybody.
And
even after
like,
they're dead, they're still eating them.
You'll see when you see the poster, but like that's pretty much what they look like. And so their masks aren't that great, but they're like they do that a lot.
They're
right?
not bad.
No, they do that a lot.
They make a lot of chewing face noises or facial expressions. I don't know what's happening, but it's sort of like that. And there's a scene like, so you get the beginning, the main characters show up, they rent a barge, they start going down the river, they go through a lock, etc., etc. Then the second act happens, kind of get the build up, and they meet the other antagonists, and they kind of have a run-in, and they go to the bar, and then that happens, and then the third act happens, and the barge people attack them on their own on their barge, and all of a sudden it just goes off the rails. Like for the next 20 minutes, it's barge people chewing on people and people screaming and occasionally trying to fight back, and it lasts forever. Like it's just this really long time and every time you stab or cut a barge person,
It's water.
it's like kind of blood, but not really.
Sprays
it's more water. Yeah, if you've ever seen an anime or Kill Bill, it's like that. It's just like psst, just like spraying out of them.
And like this one guy was like hella stabbing a barge person, and so he was just like, and it's just like water spraying,
And he just keeps stabbing them.
and they
over
don't
and over.
die. You know, he's just stabbing them.
He just keeps stabbing them, and they keep. I mean, they're able to be killed, but the way he's doing it, he just keeps water just everywhere. Then there's a big fight scene between the main bad barge guy and one of the main last two people.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to give anything away in case you want to watch this. And all of a sudden he whips out this weapon and it's got a chain on it, and all of a sudden it's like ninja barge people.
I
Like
do remember seeing that.
they were fighting like ninja style. Like apparently the barge people have some sort of formal martial arts training.
I thought he had like a cleaver on the end of it.
He does. It's not really an appropriate weapon for the end of a chain, but yeah. So instead of having the appropriate thing that he would have if he was truly a ninja barge person,
So stupid.
he's just attached it somehow, and he's winging it around. And
Let's all watch this together.
I gotta tell you, just from experience, if you put a bladed weapon of any sort that doesn't have the right weighted to it on the end of a
Chain.
and you fling it around, you're probably going to hit somebody. It's going to hurt,
Mm-hmm.
but the chances of you hitting them with the bladed end in any way that's going to actually cause damage is pretty minimal.
Yeah.
It's going to either wing them, like it's going to bounce off them, or you're going to hit them with the hard part where it's not sharp, and they're going to be like bruised. Not that I would know from experience. This has a bad script. I didn't care about any of the characters. Most of them were dicks.
Yeah. Even
didn't-
the ones that I thought I was going to like kind of turned into dicks. So the barge people are dicks. That's just the whole movie. That's what it should say on the bottom.
It should just
The barge people are dicks.
should just be called the dicks. The prosthetics, I felt like they weren't too bad.
They were all right, but like the I was talking more about like the way that they would move.
The moving, yeah, and then all of a sudden, like they don't do
They
anything
do, that's
except
a lot.
chew on people for most of the movie, and all of a sudden they start talking. Barge people can talk.
Barge people are people.
Yeah,
Barge people are people too.
I guess so.
They're
'Cause
just
he's
dicks.
like, I don't remember what he said, but he's like, I want to eat your
flesh.
And he like cuts off his finger, and he's like, "Here, you take it, Joe," or whatever the barge guy's name.
your snack.
And the guy, you'd think he would just like put a whole thing in his mouth and chew on it, but he's just got like a little ear of corn. And he's like, it's just weird.
Like one of those little mini ears of corn.
Yeah, I don't know why he chews it like that. I guess there's a bone inside, and they don't
Yeah.
want to hurt their teeth.
They don't
maybe?
eat bones.
It felt a little like The Descent, but not in a good way.
Yeah. And why did they live in a warehouse
down by the river?
And how did they turn into that?
They didn't have a van. They did explain that.
Oh.
There's a really,
That's where I fell
really
asleep.
horrible exposition scene where one of the main characters gets away, makes it to the road, hitches a ride with a dude in a truck. The dude's like, "What are you doing out here? You know, normally I wouldn't be this far out at 3 a.m. in the morning if it wasn't for my job." He's like, "I have a job where I dump toxic waste into the lake."
Oh.
And he's like, "It doesn't hurt anything, so what do I care?
Oh.
I've been doing this job for 30 years."
And that one guy,
nobody's
they ended up like in the beginning running into a scientist that
Yeah.
was like testing the water along the way.
very subtle exposition.
Yes. So
Yeah,
I
so
get it.
The guy's like, "Nothing bad's ever happened. Never had any reports of any mutations or any weird stuff happening. So I just do my job and it's all good."
Meanwhile,
and then,
barge people are like being produced.
And then the barge person like gets out and murders his face. So after 30 years of him never running into a single barge person at 3 a.m. dumping toxic waste into their river that they are being born from, then he does when he picks up the hitchhike lady. That lady that's not hitchhiker, but one of the non-barge people.
Right.
And then the ending happens, and I'm like, all right, I'm out.
It was that bad. I fell asleep, like, legit at the end. I woke up right when I do that sometimes. I'll be like sawing logs, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh. And then I'm like, damn it. I like see like the ending, like it just cuts to like where they start doing the credits. I was like,
yeah, I wish somebody else would have barged in and ended it earlier, because
yeah.
If you want to hear the ending, I'll tell you later, but it was not. No. Wasn't worth the hour and 22 minutes or whatever that we spent.
Okay.
Just putting it that way.
So on a scale of 1 to 5 chain cleavers.
Sounds like Beaver's older brother. I'll leave it to be.
Chain cleaver.
Chain cleaver. Honey, get chain.
I like it.
She said it. This is a solid like half.
Half. Well, I'm going to have to give it 0. Because I fell asleep during it. Wasn't entertained.
It's not the lowest, kids, but
no.
It's even beat Dead Sea.
I don't remember what the -3 one was that you did. Anyways.
Well, I'll put it up here. We'll figure it out after the show. I don't want to spend more time on that when we're getting close to the ending.
So if they don't want to watch The Barge People, but they do want to watch a movie, and they want to know what you would recommend, what would you say you would recommend?
One that does not have a single barge in it. It does not take place in the water or around the water or anywhere near water, but it does involve mutated people that murder friendly people that are traveling across country in their trailer / Winnebago type thing that's almost like a barge.
Did a trailer show up again?
No. Oh, wait. Yeah, actually, it always does. I would recommend the 2006 Alexandra Aja remake of The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah, I like that one.
The original Wes Craven, as much as I love you, Wes, rest in peace, that film just does not ever speak to me. I've watched it several times, even with Joe Bob.
The remake is creepy.
But the remake is on point. I even like the sequel to the remake, which
also rapey.
All of those are like a lot of the early Wes Craven stuff was like that. I was almost said Wes Anderson. Wes Anderson, I don't think is rapey at all. Just up his own butt. But anyway, so did I say that? I did. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. It is a little harsh, and so if you like your horror movies a little less making you feel like you need a shower afterwards, I wouldn't recommend it to you. But if you want a very well directed, well shot, good special effects, good characterizations, and something that will make you go, oof, I don't want to be anywhere near those people,
avoid The Hills.
At all costs.
And the barges.
And the sequel is not bad. It's not as good as the original, but it is good enough to watch at least once.
Yeah. And so what are we watching next week?
Oh yes, by randomization.
Oh wait.
What? So long, Barge People.
Mm-hmm.
We have been blessed to watch.
Oh yeah. Elizabeth Shue in Firstborn.
From 2007.
Stay away from the baby.
Stay away from the baby. So I'm never really keen on demon baby movies or whatever, but some of them are okay, and that is a long thing. Do we have time for that?
Yes. All right, ready? Laura, Academy Award nominee Elizabeth Shue, is living the perfect life with an adoring husband. All that seems to be missing for her is a baby, but be careful what you wish for. After finally becoming pregnant and moving to the suburbs, Laura begins to feel alone and isolated in their beautiful, huge, but secluded home. When the baby is born, she quickly finds that motherhood is more challenging than she expected and gradually begins falling into postpartum depression.
Uh-oh.
That's sad. Saddled with the primal maternal need to protect her infant at all costs, Laura slowly begins to question whether her child is in danger or whether she is losing her grip on sanity. From a mouse-infested basement with a mysterious diary hidden in its walls to the strange new nanny who appears on her doorstep, Firstborn abounds with the creepy aspects and haunting details of a first-rate psychological thriller. That was long.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be talking about next week. So if you want to watch it, go find it somewhere that it is streaming. I'll maybe throw this up here so you know. If you'd like to find us, you can find us at thenewlydeads.com. Hopefully soon to be updated one of these days soon. Check tinglertelevision.com for information as far as where to watch and when, because I don't think the time will change, but the destination may change.
Yes.
Am I forgetting anything?
No.
No.
Thank you very much for watching, and until next time,
Keep it cheap and creepy.
bye!
Go look after your mother and sister.
Where are you going? I'm gonna finish this.